Hi, I'll be making Nigerian meat pie. Nigerian meat pie is a pastry that is most loved and cherished because of its buttery, flaky taste and texture and its juicy filling. First, I'll start by adding 4 cups of flour into a bowl. The ratio of flour to butter, if using margarine, is ratio 2:1. If you are using 1 kilo of flour, then you are using half kilo of butter. If you are using half kilo of flour, you are using quarter kilo of butter. But I studied over time, if you are using butter, for 1 kilogram of flour, it's better you use 400 grams of butter. And now that I'm using 4 cups, which is about 500 grams of flour, I'll be using 200 grams of butter. I'll be adding a teaspoon of salt to the flour and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then I'll whisk together. If you have nutmeg or a little bit of cinnamon, you can add at this stage. I will then add the butter into the flour and I'll fold it in with my hand until it is all incorporated and looks like breadcrumb. And there's a great tip for making a flaky meat pie. Make sure your butter is cold, the water you are using, and your egg, because this is what gives it a flaky. And here we are. Can you see how the textures look like? So this is exactly what we need. So at this stage, you just whisk in 1 egg. Make sure it's cold, as I said. You want all the ingredients cold. Pour it in. And at this stage, add a little bit of ice water and then fold in. Meat pie doesn't need a lot of water. We just want that exact water that will make all the dough come together. Add in a little more, but don't be tempted to add a lot of water. Since I've been making meat pie, a half cup of ice water is enough for 4 cups of flour, and you don't need to add more. Sometimes I have a little left from a half a cup, and the dough is firm. One thing about meat pie is, or any other pastry, is that you don't want to overwork your dough. Just wrap it up with a plastic film and put in the refrigerator. I've been getting questions like, my dough scattered, it didn't come together. The reason is that your ingredient is not cold enough. If you're having that problem, just a tablespoon of milk or very cold milk, then you will see the magic. The dough will form together. So at this stage, I'll just wrap it up with plastic film and put it in the refrigerator for like 20 to 30 minutes. And for the filling, I'll be using 400 grams of grounded beef, 1 potato, half of a carrot, and half of an onion bulb. So add a little oil to your pan, and then add in after 2 minutes, add in the grounded beef and keep stirring. Keep frying till it turns all brown. At this stage, you can add 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 stalk cube, and any other spice you wish to add. And keep frying till it all turns brown. After about 5 minutes, just add in water. I added a cup of water and bring it to boil. After cooking for 5 minutes, then add in the potatoes and the carrots and stir. Cover and let it cook for like 5 minutes till the potatoes and carrots are soft but not too soft. For the thickener, add 2 tablespoons of flour to a cup and add in a quarter cup of water. Then you stir till all the flour is fully dissolved in the water. After 15 minutes, now the meat is well cooked and the potatoes and carrot are soft. Now I'll just add in my thickener and cover it up and let it cook for another 2 minutes. So now stir in the thickener. And you see it's now sticking together. That is the work of the thickener. And now the filling is ready. Before starting to roll out our dough, you butter your pan, your baking pan with butter, or better still you can use parchment paper. And then you need an egg. You just whisk it very well and add just a teaspoon of water to it and whisk it very well. Then you can prepare to roll out our dough. Now the dough is ready. Here touching it, you feel it is. What I do is I just divide into two. Work with one part and transfer this back into the refrigerator. The reason why I did that is that when you are working with any pastry that has a lot of butter in it, make sure it is always cold because you don't want your dough smearing around. So first I start by taking just a chunk of the dough and then I roll out. Because the dough is cold, it will be easy for you to just roll out. After rolling it out, I use this pot cover to just cut out my dough. I've been using this for the past 5 years, but you can use this bowl. It's almost the same size with this pot cover, and then you just cut it out. And then put in the filling. Then the edges with egg wash and then seal it up very neatly, and then use the edge of a fork to press down the edges. And now I will do this with the rest of the dough, and you see how lovely and beautiful it is. Now I'm done with rolling out and cutting out the dough. I still have some fillings in here. All I do is just wrap it up and put in the refrigerator. Now I will egg wash my meat pie before putting it into. Now I'll go pop my meat pie into the oven to bake. Now the meat pie is ready and you can see how lovely it looks. So lovely. Let's just break it up and see how it looks. Oh my, this looks lovely, and this is how it looks on the inside. Just give it a try. Thanks for watching my video.